All right, welcome to a new week of trapping. Man, nice if someone cut a nice trail for me. Well, I would say it's something awfully big.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. There we go.
Well,
not big because
the traps come to my voice over here.
Perfect example of a Fisher exclusion box working.
So what we've got here, anyone want to take a guess at what it is? Weasel. A weasel, yes. It's probably a marten. This trap is a little bit different than the other ones we showed you. It works the same way, but there's a thing at the top called a Fisher exclusion box.
There's a little hole wide enough for one critter to get in, but too small for another critter.
So that's a Fisher exclusion box. That's how it works.
That's how big it is. It got through that.
Its head got through
Its
there.
head got through that. So I'm gonna just.
So we're not allowed to keep Fisher.
To you for right
so
now.
we're trying to not trap Fisher, so a Fisher can't get in there. A Fisher is just a big marten. That marten is absolutely stunning. It's dark. The darker it is, the more it's worth. So that's a beautiful looking marten.
And if you look at how it was caught,
Ooh,
right?
Perfect catch.
Side of the neck there, and then also further back here, it was moving quick. It did not feel that.
That's one of the nicest marten I've ever seen. That dark.
All right.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Who wants to feel it? Feel how soft this is.
Do you want to hold it there? No?
I'm just good at picking dates. I think so.
Does kind of look like a cat.
Man, that's a honker, eh?
Yeah, that's a good one. So this trap got set off, but nothing in it. And the birds have been going crazy. There's actually a gray jay up here I just saw fly away. So you can see the birds have really been picking at it. It's a big trap, exactly the same as the marten trap, just bigger. So there's a good chance marten and other small critters have come in through the sides and been chewing on it, but they wouldn't have been able to get that bait out. It's just too big. And then the birds fly in. So something obviously triggered it off, set it off. So we can reset that. So a bunch of students built this trap. Stick. Yep. All right, check some snares. It's been a week since it was last in here. Snare. 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 It's looking pretty quiet in here. We got a few more set up while I'm back here. There used to be one right in here. Yes. There it is. I think I'll set it up over here. That's perfect. Just like that. Snare. There's a quick setup. A couple more up here I can set on the edge of the pit. Two cubbies over here. One of them got set off a few days ago. Nothing in it. And it got set off again. Snare's still up. Nothing here. Okay, so they're starting to burn. Literally just started. Probably in the last few hours. Let's use a drip torch to get it started. Walk away. Crap. That winter. This is pretty much worst case conditions. Heavy snow. Okay, we had a big dump of snow the last couple days, but it's wet. It's kind of warm. It's just below zero, but it's heavy snow, so this is just gonna knock all the snares down. Okay, marten trapping time. Got a box in here. I see a tail hanging out. Look at that. Look at that. Some blood on the ground, but that's from the bait dripping out. Okay, who's taking it out? There we go. Oh, he's got a little bit of a bleeding nose. Okay, is it frozen in there is the question.
We'll see.
Yep. Looks like it's coming out.
They're all free. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I'll just leave it. Just leave it like that. Let it melt. That's a nice dark one too.
Good one. Got him.
Dark is good.
Still got bait. Nice.
Bait's good. Oh yeah, there's a feast in there. Well, finally, usually we catch squirrels and weasels in this trap. Holy moly. We're on a roll. This trap got one last week. Well, one more marten in this box and that'll be it for the season. Yeah, we got should have an exclusion box up here. That's an old cubby. We'll eventually set. And there's our box. You grab a thistle.
Oh yeah, by accident.
Okay. Bait.
Yep. Can I just grab a handful?
Ooh, yeah, that's a big tree.
Drop. Really need these on. Have you got lure?
Thought you wouldn't be able to hit that one.
Try again.
Okay. There you go. Good. Done.
All right. Let's move on.
On to the next. All right. 2 marten so far for the day. Checking a lynx cubby one side of the road and marten box on the other side of the road. These are all just set last week. It's looking empty. enough and let's dig it up and make it look attractive to something going by. It's looking empty. Thing's still set. Bait still dripping.
Yeah.
It's good. A little bait hanging out the bottom.
That'll bring them in.
Stuck in the snow. All right.
Back to the truck.
That's trapping for you. So the snow is just dumped. Knocked over a whole bunch of trees. Just heavy.
Sure, I'll just try it out there.
We're in a bit of a dilemma. We've got so much snow and this has not been plowed, but it's kind of early still, middle of November. It could melt, although the forecast looks like a bit of a cold spell coming. But if we don't get a lot more snow, although it's snowing right now, we could still drive this road even if they don't plow it. Otherwise I got to take my snowmobile, and then I'm limited to basically just checking on Sundays. So we'll set what we can. If I have to come out on my snowmobile and pull it just because I can't get out here enough, then so be it. But we'll see. When I bought the trap line, I got one weird trap. I'm assuming that's a 160. Of course it doesn't really fit anything, but it's an old speaker box, and my brother cut it out to try and fit this trap. So it has worked in the past, but it's looking a little bit rough right now, but we'll see if we can get this set up. It's kind of tight on that side, but it should go back a little bit more, but I'm not going to worry about it. Weasels will get in and out of there no problem, and I always have weasels around here, usually down in that hole and up in here in those under the trees. So might maybe cover this, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll throw a little bit of greenery on here just to cover it up a bit. Okay, that'll force the Marten to kind of crawl in through the middle there. More likely to hit the trigger. And we're just focusing on getting some Marten traps set up. A few lynx and wolverine cubbies, but today is a Marten trapping day. Got our 3 DP Todd students with us. Alright, there should be Marten box in here that we have to set. This was one of those boxes that had the trap door at the top. There it is. Also chewed quite a bit by squirrels. Let's see if we can get a trap in there. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we'll have to redo that box. Just like the last box, anything made out of plywood, the squirrels, porcupines will chew to get the glue out. So they just destroy those boxes. So it's best to make boxes out of real wood, not plywood. I had a milk crate in here, but I might have taken it out because, oh no, it's right there. Oh yeah, no, there's the box there. But
Okay.
it looks
That's not
destroyed.
really able to be set.
That's, oh no. Holy moly.
High quality glue in that one.
Man, look at, like, again, I haven't set these for a couple years, so you gotta, time for a new series of boxes, so it'll be hot in there. Looks like a tree came down and took out, dang it. Not having any luck here. So that was, I guess that's why you don't set a box up on a dead tree. Was hanging here. I had this going across. We can make this a running pole, actually. So we're going to take this, just put it across here for now. It'd be better if it was higher off the ground, but we'll eventually put it back up, maybe next week, put it back up in a tree. This way we can keep running it as a double. This is good. We've got one trap with the trigger from the top going down, and then one trap with the trigger from the bottom going up. So
We'll see which works.
good variation. We wired this up here so it doesn't spin on us. Should work. Okay, let's roll up with some lure and this is our 3 cubbies or 2 cubbies and a spring pole. And this one cubby kept getting set off. Reset it. It's looking like the bait's gone. And it's a Marten. Well, it's been moved. It's not. It was down in that hole. Oh yeah, look at this. So I got a game cam over here. And it was a mink and a Marten running around. And looking at these tracks. This is a mink and a Marten. Now that we have snow on the ground, you can see their tracks, those little buggers. That's, yeah, this is a Marten hopping. You can see exactly where, yeah, what I thought. They're going right through the side. Well, that's mink. It's coming out of the water. And it's probably able to get through.
Going under the
Yeah, he is getting under that trigger.
Is there meat there still?
There's still some. I'm just gonna put like some shrubbery or whatever
Low down.
lower, so maybe it kind of jumps through, or
Okay, yeah, I'll get the.
and then I'll plug this up. So they were able to go over the bottom of that trap, but because those triggers aren't straight, a mink for sure is getting underneath that. So putting these sticks, just some brush, just gonna force them to kind of crawl up over top of that and hopefully push through on that trigger. And then just block this off a bit more, make it a bit more difficult. Well, I know there's a Marten running around here as well. It's also on the game cam. We'll just set up a box here. We don't have anything to hang it, but it doesn't matter under this tree. Not sure where they're going, but they're going the wrong way. Okay. Got ourselves a flying squirrel.
Oh, is this a slide? I'm not going down there.
What's going on down there? Looks still set. Oh, nothing in there? Yeah, we got a Fisher exclusion box in here. And I'm seeing something pretty dark sticking out of the top. And ourselves another Marten. Oh, another dark, pretty dark. That one looks good. That one looks really healthy. Yeah, that looks good. So we know the hole is big enough for the head, but both front paws are still out, which means you do want to have that trap up fairly high to make sure it can get its head in there. Yeah, no, it's still good.
It's not bad.
No, it's still a good catch, but definitely want to have it.
You definitely want to get him a bit harder than that.
Sometimes you lose the mesh on the bottom of these traps, so instead of replacing the whole trap, we just got a bit of scrap mesh that we're gonna try and get on here. Just replacing this box, which I had a little short video on where the squirrels had destroyed a side, and then Ian destroyed the rest of it.
Oops.
Yeah. So I guess we're not using it anymore.
We're not going to save that one.
But we got a nice new, fresh exclusion box.
Well, that bit of bait's not going anywhere. All right, put a lure and we're good to go, I think.
Well, we're gonna set another Wolverine cubby over here. I set this 5-6 years ago. First time I came out with kids. This was one of the first cubbies built out of chicken wire. I only set it for 1 year and it's been sitting ever since. It's kind of a tight spot in between two trees for a 230 or 280. 330 should fit about right. Bit of a hill. We'll have to.
We got some patchwork to do here. There's
Patching,
big holes all
yeah.
around it. Might just dump the rest of this here.
Oh yeah. Should still open up enough. Trying something completely new where I've got the trap, the springs folded down instead of folding up. Usually I would hang it from up here, but just going to try this. It seems pretty secure. It's got a little wobble to it, but not much. Okay, there's our final opening. Hopefully they're not jumping over that. Marten or weasels are going to push through. Some of these little small openings they'll get through. But hopefully something takes the easy route, in or out.